I got a basketball two, 2 days. Yeah, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I bought this basketball at Target with my friend. So you know, I want to become a polymath. That means I want to become good at various different subjects, right? I want to become a master in various fields and be able to integrate those fields together. But I also like doing physical stuff. Basketball is something I picked up when I met my current best friend. He, what's it called, played basketball a lot more seriously than I did. So he did it in elementary school, and I'm pretty sure he did it in middle school, whether for his school team or not. He's very good at the game, and he plays it a lot. And so after becoming friends with him and getting close with him, basketball, what's it called, became an unavoidable part of my life. When we would hang out during lunch, we would go play basketball upstairs in the gym, or go outside during lunch period and go to the nearby park to play basketball. So I've sort of come to love the game and just love it as a source of physical activity. So I have my own ball now, very nice ball. It's a Wilson. I don't know what the letters are. It says DRV. I thought it said dry, but I don't know what type it is. But it's a Wilson ball. What's it called? My friend hated or hates Champion. I think he says that they bounce weird. So we picked out this one and it's been pretty good. It feels super nice. It has a nice grip to it. It's cold outside, so I haven't been able to try them out. So yeah, um, playing basketball has become a nice source of physical activity for me, and I want to get better at it. A while ago, when I was briefly and barely, I should say, on my school's track team, one of the guys on the team, he was very athletic, and he was good at basketball. He was pretty good at basketball. So I was like, "Yo, what did you do to get so good?" He said, "Work on your handles for a year." And dang, where'd that ring come from? He said, "Work on your handles for a year, and you'll improve a lot." I haven't really spent an entire year working on my handles, and I know I've talked about John Danaher talking about the way 5 year you can reinvent yourself in 5 years, and how Gordon Ryan did that to become the Gordon Ryan we know today. How Kobe talks about breaking his journey down into years, and like 1 year he worked on layups, another year he worked on driving, and then gradual work over a year led to him becoming a better basketball player because it compounded, and he was working when others weren't. So I don't know if that's the case for me. I think a lot of people are working on their handles, but maybe just thinking that is gonna get me, more like drive. Like I'm always going against some sort of imaginary competition, or maybe the competition is just me from yesterday. Maybe that's the way I think about it. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to document this in some way, shape, or form. I don't have a camera. All I have is my phone. So I don't know if I'll be able to record basketball workouts, but I think post basketball workout analyses or like reflections would be cool. There was this anime character I heard about like a couple of years ago called Ayano Koji. I don't know. I think he's from Classroom of the Elite. I watched like one episode of it just because he was in it. But he's like Batman. He was. I don't know his whole backstory, but one thing that this is back when I was watching a bunch of self improvement videos. The videos where I was like, here's how to manipulate the world, like Goji. It sounds weird. It is weird. The way they said it was weird, but it was very like, like how should I say, appealing, and a very like, I should say, cynical part of my life. Before I had sort of started to embrace Jesus into my life, or back into my life, or actively into my life. And I was just like, self improvement, like, oh, I don't know. It was just a weird time. It was a weird time, but one thing that the video highlighted that I think stuck with me, whether the subject was Ayana Koji or me, was that analyzing the way that he grew as a person and mastered various skills was that he analyzed what he had to improve on after he did an action. So let's say he was running, he was so okay. I need to improve my fitness. He broke down what he needed to improve on. He put in time. So kind of a combination of the Kobe thing where it was like, okay, what am I bad at? Okay, I want to get good at this. Let me spend a year, 2 years, 3 years working on just this, and I'll get amazing at it. So that's what I hope to do. That's the amount of consistency I hope to have. I did a home workout today. Yeah, just some basic, between the leg stuff. Crossover. I'm excited to see where this takes me. 2026. I'm about halfway through the month, and it's kind of kicking in or setting in. That this is the year that I lock in. I'm still technically on break, so maybe it's because I'm still in break mode, but it feels like my consistency with the things I'm trying to pick up is still sort of waning. I'm trying to get closer to God, and sometimes I struggle with not hearing His voice, and it's just like, what do I do there? So I get into the Word, embrace Him, and realize that whether you hear Him or not, God's always working to bring good to His children. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting better at the game, documenting my development as a person overall this year, and seeing where I end up by the end of this year. So yeah.